tailgate down.
All right, hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Tailgating, brought to you by Scott Sports Canada and Mika Sport Canada. Billy Rainford here. We're up here at Walton. Walton is back. We're back. You're going to start singing like that. Anyway, old school. I've got Brett Lee here. Brett, thanks for hanging out with us.
Well, I'm here and living here, so it's not hard to do, but yes, thank you for coming up. I appreciate it, and it's actually a beauty day to be sitting out here tailgating.
It's also, we mentioned Scott and Mika. Now, who is this?
Maelstrom's winery is a local winery, came out here. They do some wine and climbs with us. So
some wine and climbs?
Climb and wine. I like to keep it in that order. It's better reliability.
Okay. Do you remember the Heine Winery in Arva?
No.
Big Red and Thor Heine?
This is
Why am I
nice.
the only one who remembers that?
There's a lot of things, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so Brett, let's first of all, let's back it up. 2015, TransCan. Moving forward, what have you been doing?
Well, 2015, we did 2016.
2016, yeah.
So we did 2016.
Slightly changed format, whatever.
Yeah, tried a couple different things, which kind of worked, but we got punished weather-wise, and there's some other stuff going on. 2017, tough year, and we did some restructuring with the business, and that forced us to sort of lay the event down. And, you know, it's one of those long sort of stories of all things work out for a reason. Here we are in 2018. We've brought in some good people. I'm kind of got two hands on the wheel, and I'm pretty excited, like, to be able to. Honestly, I talked to Justin Thompson. This has been going on for a couple of years. Justin been talking about this national thing for probably 3 years, and so him and I talked a lot, and we finally put all the pieces together last fall to make this happen and keep another riding facility open.
Okay, well, what has been keeping you busy for the past couple of years? What have you been doing?
Well, man,
Get the Kleenex.
Yeah, I've done what I had to do, right? I mean, I'm like every other person. We've kept this place going with challenge course. We still did the challenge course. We still did mud bogs. We did some small motocross races, but we're an event facility. I mean, at the end of the day, I went out, I got a job, I was swinging a hammer, I was doing what I had to do to pay bills, and that's what I did. And I got to get to work here now. It's both feet in to pull off TransCan, make it as good as it was in the past, but also to do a lot of other great things here. Mud bogs, all the different things make this kind of a diverse place.
Okay, now speaking of the diversity, we're here, kind of a welcome to Walton, welcome back.
Yep.
I heard a fact out there, a stat. You said only 20% of the business around here is motorcycles. That kind of blew me away.
Yeah, so like when I say business, I mean like activity, not necessarily always revenue or anything like that, but the activity, yeah, we do kids schools all through through May and June, September and October. We do a ton of kids schools come in, get trained on the challenge course, do interactive stuff like that. We do 3 mud bogs a year. We do 3 different kinds of sports camps, and so we got a lot of different things. And we have everything from wedding parties come in here and have a day, the wine and climb and wine, different things going on. So we're pretty diverse, but we're really well known for motocross, and our community is out here today just learning we do other things because they understand motocross. They're super behind it. The media was here. And I mean, one of the things to show, not to steal the story here, but this year I was talking to the radio, and they've agreed in this area they're going to be running all the national results on Monday morning. So what other area has carries the results of national motocross on their news? So it's cool. They love motocross.
What is this, 1980s again?
Who knows?
Remember back, for anybody out there, back in the day, used to be in the newspapers the following day. Results from House League up at, I remember there would be in the London Free Press.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Thanks, yeah.
Oh, who's this young gentleman?
Thanks, Tim.
You ever seen this guy wave a flag? No.
Yeah, he pours a good wine.
Pours a good wine.
A little bit on me. There we go.
But yeah, okay, so TransCan's coming back.
Yep.
Man, the community here has to be pumped, and that just brings so much cash into the area.
Yeah, it's a big tourism driver. I mean, we're recognized by our local area, and that's why they get behind it. And that's why we had the people like we had the Liberal MP and MPP out today. We had Jim Ginn out today, who's a warden of Huron County. These are guys who make decisions on tourism, and so they're excited about it. But they also get it. Off-road tourism is a good thing. Nice. So. Yeah, everyone's excited to get it back. It is tourism dollars. It fills up the hotels, it fills up the restaurants, and it just is a good thing. They're welcome here. And as an off-road community, we don't necessarily always get welcomed everywhere, whereas here it's motocross is important and people get it and they want it. I like that.
Now looking forward to the event. Again, it's the week, well, a few days beforehand, and then the final pro event of the year for the Outdoor Nationals. I mean, it just feels like we're back to way motocross should be in Canada. It just feels right.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I always felt it's a great way to end it. The one thing we're going to do with Walton this year is I'm unapologetic about one thing is I feel like in the past I got clipped a little bit because people were like, you're not close to a major city center and all that sort of stuff. I think JetWorks guys have done an amazing job of getting into cities with Arena Cross and Supercross, a lot of their outdoor locations. This event is going to be true to the roots of motocross, and I want to be unapologetic about motocross because I love the sport for what it is, right? I mean, it is, to me, the most exciting sport in the world, and so when everyone comes here, we're going to celebrate motocross for a week, and amateur champions, pro champions, and it's going to be an old school motocross event.
Okay, well, obviously I think everybody agrees. It's great to have it back. I mean, I think it's the most important event, certainly for amateurs, obviously, in the sport in Canada for sure.
Thank you.
Now, what else? You're also you wear another hat, the MRC hat.
Yeah, no, I mean a little bit. I'm
More of a toque, beanie.
I'm just honestly, those guys have done a pretty good job. I'm on the side, just sort of when I'm asked for input, I give input, and that's where I am. I'm doing a lot of announcing with those guys. I enjoy that. I love the fact I get to go to the Nationals this year, which has been hugely important to me because going back and being able to sit, I talked about it being out west, and you'll agree, like being able to just sit underneath the stadium at the end of the day, and you're sitting there talking with Tyler Medaglia or Colton Fasciotti, and just getting back to being friends with all these guys is important to my event. So the guys at MRC, at JetWorks, they've given me that opportunity to be at the track. They use me where they need me, and I'm very grateful.
Okay, so where will you be this summer? I mean, it starts next weekend.
I'll be in the booth, so we're going to be doing all the live streaming. I'll be up there calling that. I'm going to be doing a bit of the house. Kyle Thompson, Ryan Gauld's going to be involved in the house a lot to calling the races. And we're just going to do our best we're finally catching our groove. We're going to do our best to be fun, professional, and deliver. We know people who watch online are core race fans. Right. I don't have to really explain a lot to them, so I've just got to deliver the race results to them, maybe get a bit of story because family is tuning in. So I'm going to try and do that and have some fun, hang out with you, and do our thing.
All right, well, that sounds good. All right, well, this place is clearing up. It was a really cool event. Fun to come up here and see all you guys. Great to see Tim. Great to see some Lees back in the fold. It's going to be any changes on the track this year, or what are we going to do with the track?
I'm going to add the GP section for TransCan, so that's some of the big rolling hills. People really miss that.
It's an area that's full of water right now.
Yeah, well, there's always a few sections full of water right now. But the GP section is going to go back. It's going to give those super long lap times. We never got a chance to experience a lot of the track. Again, the JetWorks crew, some of my close people who I trust, are coming up giving us a bit of track advice. But we want to let guys go out there and race this. The whole track, that GP track, and just give them a really cool race experience. I've got plus 50s and different guys coming back, so there's a lot of excitement about that, right? The 40Bs and the plus 50s. Those guys are the guys I rode like 20 years ago. I'm looking forward to come back. So I just want to get back to really being true to this awesome sport I love, and it's giving me some stress. No, I'm just kidding. Giving me a great life, and I'm pretty excited to be on a farm and be able to do this.
Okay, well, one last question. You got a pretty big thing coming up this weekend. Like you said, it's not all motocross up here. What's going on this weekend?
Yeah, so we're doing a mud bog this weekend.
You're not going to be drinking this at the mud bog, are you?
Well, yeah, that's the beauty of the mud bog. You just don't know, right? So Derek Schuster, this shows you how motocrossers work. Derek Schuster's and Frank Schuster have been awesome to me over the few years. They really got us into mud bogging and showed us how to do it. We started doing it here, and we built our own brand. We do a May 2-4 mud bog where people come and camp. And we got Yamaha on site doing ATV tests. We got ATV drags, ATV. It's really grown. We'll have like 3,000-4,000 people through here this weekend, and it's fun. It's everything a May 2-4 with hillbilly redneck trucking kind of fun can be. You can imagine what that show's like. So way removed from motocross, a long ways from motocross, but they love it.
What day? Like how many days?
May 2-4. So it's going to be the 19th and the 20th. So Saturday, Sunday, people can come in Friday. Saturdays all day, you can come in, test the ATVs, do the ATV drags, see the truck tug of war, and we do a thing called King of the Throne, where they go through a giant mud pit and they win a toilet seat.
See what we're dealing with? I heard Leonard Skinner's coming to play too, right?
Yeah, I don't know who's going to show up. But again, I don't want to write anything off.
Nobody write in and say
Kid Rock. I don't know.
Kid Rock, perhaps, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, Brad. Well, thank you very much. Great to have you back. Nice to sit on the tailgate with you. What's a guy got to do to get a bigger glass around here? But hey, that's another episode of Tailgating. Thanks to Scott Sports Canada and Mika Sport Canada. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.
All bets are off once you put the tailgate down.
You can
Where
really,
are my car?
you can really taste the corn.